Hello, everyone out there. Welcome to the first ever speed gaming endorsed Illusion of Gaia Randomizer Showcase Race. I'm sure many of you out there are familiar with this game, the Illusion of Gaia. However, I don't know if you know that there is a randomizer for it. We have featured this before on SNES Superstars last year, but this will be our showcase race, and maybe if we grow the community enough, we might be able to get like a league or a tournament or something cool to happen. My name is NY Rambler. You may know me from such games as like the Past Randomizer. Joining me is one of the devs of the Illusion of Gaia Randomizer, Raven Zero. How you doing today, Raven?
Doing just fine. How you doing, Rambler?
I'm doing good. I'm very excited for this. Illusion of Gaia, definitely one of my favorite games growing up as a kid, and when I found out there was a randomizer for it, I had to get involved. Our two runners today are Sye990, who is a very accomplished speedrunner of Illusion of Gaia and has been a big help for us in the Illusion of Gaia randomizer community, and Dontbagume, who is the lead developer of the Illusion of Gaia randomizer. In a little bit, we'll get both of our runners ready to go. And we've just given them the word that they can start. So once they are going, we'll be underway. So a little difference. Explain to what we're doing here. It's called normal mode. Three statues. So you need three statues to beat the game instead of the usual six. We're dealing with a South Cape start, which is vanilla. You can start in different areas in the game. It's one of the flags that you can. We have early Firebird on, which if you get the record items early enough, you can have the Firebird that's usually used only in the end game, wherever you want. And speaking of the end game, the final boss will be actually called Apocalypse Gaia, which was a something found deep in the code of the original game that the developers have decided to implement as an option for the actual game itself. So the way that these runners can progress, you'll see the tracker on screen. Some of those items actually allow you to go to different areas of the game. For instance, Lola's letter, which usually you get pretty late in the game, usually we found pretty early because that will teach you Morse code and allow you to travel the world. Hey, there's music.
We have audio.
We have audio. All right, so yeah, Lola's letter, the teapot, the memory melody. There's a few items that usually would do something in a vanilla game, but they wouldn't have much of an application here. The developers, have changed it around so that they will let you progress further in the game. Do you want to explain a little bit more how that works, Raven? Raven, you're muted again. Hello. He'll be in and out apparently. But yeah, like Lola's letter will allow them to learn Morse code, and then Seth, who in the vanilla game gets swallowed by a giant fish, will allow you to, sorry for spoilers, will allow you to travel the world on all the coastal areas. If you learn a memory melody, you get to talk to Neil. He'll let you use his chopper to fly anywhere that he can fly to. And the teapot will let you talk to the Moon Tribe, and our runners are underway. So let's find out what statues we need. 1, 4, and 6. So that means our runners will have to defeat Kaskoth, Sandfanger, and the either Gems Mansion or the Refights in order to beat the game. And that was an early teapot on Sye's side.
Oh.
And we see that the secrets are 41, so we're going to need 41 red jewels if we want to go into Jeweler's Mansion. I didn't really catch what the others were because these guys will fly through this text. And we got Father's Journal as well. We go into Lance's house, get a strength jewel that'll just allow them to hit the enemies a little harder than normally. The teapot will allow us to go right to the Moon Tribe, and we will be able to travel to Sky Garden. And is there anywhere else?
The teapot will take them to the Sky Garden and the Seaside Palace.
Seaside Palace, okay. Alright, so we have our first route to work, and Sye's gonna go get this free item here in the Moon Tribe and probably travel from there. Bagu went straight to Edward's Castle. Gets a hint that Gold Ship has a defensive jewels. Defeating Casquath won't give us anything important other than that mystic statue that we're gonna need. Dark Jewel for Bagu. That's gonna make Dark Friar powered up a little more. There's 2 of them in the game. So I'm going to go over to the Incan Ruins. There's 2 items to get here right away, I believe. Either 1 or 2. But we're going to need the diamond block to continue. Probably going to get thrown into Edward's prison. We'll be able to get an item and a dark space there as well. So the dark spaces will allow us to upgrade Will and Friedan's abilities. There are 6 upgrades in the game. You have Psycho Dash, Psycho Slider, and Psycho Spin. And then for Friedan, you have Dark Friar, Earthquaker, and the one that's useless. I forget what it's called.
The Aura Barrier.
Aura Barrier, of course. It's useless. And we see Bagu does get Psycho Dash. So the basic one is sitting in Edward's prison.
In the randomizer, there is 1 use for the Aura Barrier, because there is 1 enemy you have to kill in the Sky Garden who is just outside of range of your attack, but just close enough to be in range of the Aura Barrier.
Oh, so if, like, usually I would use Dark Friar there, but
Yes,
if you don't have Dark
usually
Friar...
you would, or you'd use Shadow, but if RNG is cool enough to give you the Aura Barrier and the Fire, you have to get past that enemy to succeed.
Yep, that's one of the things that'll happen. You might see very narrow cases. And you see Bagu is going to go activate that teapot. And talk to the Moon Tribe, immediately go straight to Sky Garden. Sky Garden, usually the second major dungeon in the game, but we're here 3 minutes in because it's Randomizer. Bagu gets a red jewel. So just so far, just red jewels here in Sky Gardens. I see the trackers being updated as I'm talking right now. You notice that Dontbagume is a big fan of the movie Tombstone, so you'll see Gem constantly drop Tombstone quotes the entire time that we play this game through.
Anyone who's not a big fan of the movie Tombstone is wrong.
I have no opinion. I've never seen the movie. Don't blast me for that. So Sye now gonna do the same thing, and you see Bagu's gonna try a little trick here. You can trick the game into getting yourself up a ramp without the Psycho Slider by just dashing and hitting the jump on the right frame. That's a logic broken red jewel there. That's usually guarded by Psycho's Psycho Spin. And the same thing with that one. That you usually need to be Freedan for, or you need Dark Friar for, but we can immediately right coming. And we will see that nothing was. We can turn the Freedan if we wanted to, but no need to at the moment. I'm going to the second part of Sky Garden. Sees another will ability. That's very nice to find. Because we know this will ability is going to be really good, no matter what it is. And it's going to be Psycho Slider. So Psycho Slider is probably the best attack weapon in the game, I would say. Especially if you're Will. So Bago's going to continue on through Sky Garden. Probably just going to try to clear off everything, every item in here that he can get to. And I'm pretty sure with the tricks, we can get every item in here at the moment. Maybe we're missing a couple on the northeast side that we need Dark Friar. Speaking of Dark Friar, this could be right here.
Show me Aura Barrier.
It's Dark Friar.
Ah, fine.
Alright, so the two of the three most important abilities have been received, and looking at a vanilla crystal ball. Usually in the game, you would need to collect the 4 crystal balls in the 4 different areas to continue on in Sky Garden to get to the boss, but A, we don't have to beat the boss of Sky Garden in this game, and B, the crystal balls will be in the general item pool anywhere in the world. You see, we already have the Dark Friar upgrade that we got early. But Bagu does have to be a little careful running low on health. Just wants to... has come through here twice to get these 2 items. One of which is just a red jewel. And he's going to have to go back around and do it again if he wants to let. And really be careful, because he's on literally no health. Almost taking a laser beam to the back of the head.
Close miss.
Meanwhile, Sye's about to get his Psycho Slider. Alright, Bagu's done here. Just another red jewel. Pretty sure he'll just take a damage here with that thwart back to the front. It looks like both our runners are just going to be crossing paths at the moment, things they've already done. They're going to need to find a little bit more progression here, because I'm pretty sure they're running out of things to do. Well, I guess they can go to Seaside Palace, but that's only, what, 3 items there? But that could be where we need to go for progression. And it's really rough to go to Seaside Palace without the Purification Stone, because then you'll have to come back and go all the way back into the dungeon, which is a very long hassle.
They can move the Sky Garden and explore the rest of the second continent.
Yeah, now they have the Dark Friar. Yeah. Wait, they can't beating Sky Garden actually get you to Frisia?
Yeah, you can just leave the Sky Garden marked off on the map where Nazca is.
That's very interesting. I don't know if I've ever seen a seed before. I'm sure you have, because I don't play as much as you guys do, where you need to defeat a non-needed statue to complete the game. Which this could be what we need here. But Baku's gonna just go straight there. Oh, and he go to Frisia. Go to Seaside first. Get a red jewel. And talk to his man for a hint. Moo has shroom drops. That's very broad. There's 3 mushroom drops in the game, and we really don't want to see them because that's literally the worst dungeon to go through.
Yeah.
Alright, so now we go into Frisia. Frisia has 5 items, I think, and all very fast and very easy to get to. And a little hint for those of you that are watching this and thinking, man, there's all these items, how do you know where all these are? Well, most of these items are worth 50 red jewels in the game are. Best bet is to bring up some game facts if you don't know where 50 red jewels are normally, and learn where those items are.
Finding them without a guide is basically impossible. I think that's why the instruction manual for the game outright tells you where all 50 of them are.
Yeah. Find another crystal ball. And just more red jewels around here, that's about it. Let's see if we can get a will ability here. Now, is this set up where only the will abilities will be in town? Like, you can't get Freedan abilities in town?
I believe that in the release version, that's the way it is, yes.
Yeah, I know there is a version, it's called Extreme Version, I think it's called, where you can get Freedan abilities in town, or in non-Freedan. And that's a lot of red jewels. Up to 13, 14, so 15, that's a lot. I think we're up to level 3 already? Level 4 already. And now we're going to the Diamond Mine, which with the Dark Friar and the Psycho abilities, we can full clear this, pretty much. Well, we don't have the keys for it, but we can get most of the items here. And Sye is going to go to Seaside Palace.
Right, the one thing we're missing to clear most of the Diamond Mine is that elevator key.
Yeah, the elevator key will unlock 2 extra items for us. So now we're going to have to find something to progress us a little further in one of these 2 dungeons, because there was nothing for us to progress with in Frisia. And so far nothing in Diamond Mine either. Seaside has Lance's letter, which just tells us where Kara is. Oh, and Kara's in Mount Crest, of course. It's officially a Bagu seed.
It's gonna be a long day.
Yep, we're gonna be here a while. So Mount Crest is the longest side dungeon in the game by a lot, and it's very annoying to go through. But that is where that's where the girl's gonna be hiding, and we need her to beat the game.
It's called Mountain Temple on the map, even though it's neither a mountain nor a temple.
So the memory melody is 20, so that's one of our progression items to continue, but we need a lot more red jewels to get to that. you've seen the speedrun in the game, you know what Bagu's doing with killing an enemy and immediately going to the menu because it pretends that the barrier is not there anymore once you save and quit, or just go to the menu and come back. Well, we won't get trolled by a vanilla Darkfire in this game, but this is probably the trolliest place with Darkfire to be. If you follow Link to the Past Randomizer at all, the trolliest place an item could be is the vanilla location. That's 100% true for Darkfire. Whenever it's back here, it's the worst feeling in the world. Last, there was nothing back here. So Bagu's gonna go back to South Cape. There was something from the labor it didn't get, but it was nothing important. So we might need to find those red jewels to get the memory melody to progress. Because now that we know that Mount Temple's going to have our, where Kara is, we're going to need to find all 3 of those mushroom drops. We already know one of them is going to be in Mu, which is, of course, the worst regular dungeon in the game. So we definitely have to go to the worst regular dungeon in the game and the worst side dungeon in the game. Yeah, the one thing that's missing from the randomizer with all the cutscenes gone is the really in-depth story that this game had. That was multiple red jewels in the Suicide Palace. That was either the two or the 3 that you get. I think is there 2 items of 2 or 1? I know there's only 1 item of 3.
There is 1 of 2 and 1 of 3.
Okay. So the one that said red jewels plural, I'm pretty sure that's the 2. It looks like both Firerunners are going to end up crossing paths again once they're done with all of this. And I'm pretty sure they'll also be in the 20 jewel range to get the memory melody. And with memory melody, we can go to Neil's cottage and use his airplane to fly to Euro, or I think Dow?
Or the Tower of
Or
Babel.
Tower of Babel, yeah. Alright, so Bagu gets his Lance's letter. He's going to be getting those bad news as soon as he opens it. He hasn't opened it yet. Delayed the inevitable, or, you know. Well, he didn't even roll the seed. This is Tifa rolled the seed, I think.
Right.
Alright, there's 23, so there's the memory melody.
Yep.
So that's our progression. See on the tracker, the red jewel, number 4 on it. There's 7 levels of red jewel. We are counting up to make sure only the 6 for the different levels that you get from Jack. So now the game wants us to go back to Sky Garden, drop down, then go to Neil's cottage. And now we're going to have a lot of the game open to us. Just joining us. It's not unable to put on a tracker at the moment, but what our runners need to do to beat the game will be crystal statues numbers 1, 4, and 6. And Bago is going to go to Dow first. Okay, Mine Key A is at the end of Mount Crest, along with Kara. Will we need all of that? We don't know yet. I'm pretty sure we got the short snake game. I think it only said 15 seconds, right?
I thought it said 50 seconds.
50? Okay, well...
30 some odd snakes and 50 some odd seconds or something like that.
Okay, well, 50 is still less than the vanilla 60.
Mm-hmm.
I think the randomizer can throw it from any number between 15 and 75.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. And, oh, we get the Dino Block. Alright, it's time to go back to Anchor Ruins. Get 2 items here, get the herb and the elevator gate. The elevator key is the one item that I forgot about when I was helping Fiesel make this tracker. Because I put Teapot twice and I didn't know what I took out for it. Well, there's one of our mushroom drops. I go now to Euro. Remember this part of the game where you have to wait in line forever? Yeah, that got sped up a lot. Still not super fast, but still a lot faster than it was in the vanilla game. And we got the Gorgon Flower right after we leave Native's Village. Time to go back. As we got the Gorgon Flower. And we got a hieroglyph, though Bagu was immediately discarding it because we do not need to defeat that. And Jeweler's Mansion has the necklace. Okay. We might need that.
That's kind of trolly.
Yeah, we might need that. The necklace is one of the 2 items we need to unlock Lily. And Lily will allow us to complete Edward's Castle and get 1 item in the Seaside Palace. So that's a long fetch quest that could happen to us, but it's all behind Jeweler's Mansion, which is 40 red jewels. Alright, Bagu's 26 red jewels. And Sye is going to go into the pyramid and see what's hiding over here. Bago's going to turn in the Gorgon Flower, which would be 1 item. And we got the Purity Stone, which is another item in the Seaside Palace. This is one of those things with this game. You get these, you go to a place and then you have to go back with 1 item. And Bago's going to enter Angkor Wat. See if there's anything useful in here. This is in the first chest. No. I don't think we can do anything else. We just got that 1 chest. Everything else is locked behind.
Behind the spin dash, yeah.
Yeah. So now both of our riders are in Euro. Bagu's going to go back to Neil. I guess he's going to fly away somewhere. Are going to cash in that elevator key. That's what my guess is.
Your psychic powers are well known.
I mean, that's what I would do probably. This will take us to the second part of Diamond Mines, where we normally get the 2 mine keys. See, our also picking herbs up. Herbs are basically health refills. If you're completely brand new to this game and don't know. Nothing behind the elevator key, just an HP jewel and a red jewel. Oh, Sye got a Statue of Hope somewhere. I missed where that was. So I will also now go check out the front of Angkor Wat. I'm now going to head to Tower of Babel. There's going to be 2 items we get here. One which is usually where the 50th red jewel is, and one which is usually where we find our crystal ring. That must, I don't know if Sye got that Statue of Hope. I must have missed it if he was, but there is a Statue of Hope for Bagu.
Sye went through Babel, yeah. Sye
Alright,
went
so
through Babel while Bagu was going through Euro.
okay, so that's where the Statue of Hope was. Well, the first one. There's 2 Statues of Hope which allow us to drain the water in Moon. I'm now going to head back to Angkor Ruins. He has the diamond block, so we can get all the way to the to all but I think 2 items. Because we don't have the wind melody yet, so we can't progress to the final area. Which is actually just dark space, so we can probably get most of the items here.
We still need the spin dash to complete the game. That could be in the dark space behind the golden tile room.
Yeah, plus we also do need to beat Kaskoth, because we do need Mystic Statue number 1. Up, we found Lola's Melody. That will unlock the Idery Village, which is a few more items. Also, I would say Lola's Melody is probably the most iconic item in the entire game. If you played a vanilla version, and this randomizer, all it does is open up Idery Village. Well, Sye does use the Purification Stone. This will allow him to get 1 more item here in Seaside Palace. Dontbagume gets through a statue puzzle to continue on here in the Incan ruins. It's dark space and the vanilla wind melody area. The item for the purification zone is just a ritual. Alright, where is Sye's next path going to be? Oh, a vanilla wind melody, okay. Is this even randomized? Well, now we can get to that dark space in here. Well, there's 2 more dark spaces in here to get to. Very importantly, killing these enemies to trigger the ladder, so when he comes back here to beat the boss, he doesn't have to go through the entire dungeon. And we found the Seaside Palace key. So now we have access to Enter Mu, everyone's favorite dungeon. Sye is now going to head into Inca Ruins himself. He'll get all these awesome items that Bagu's been getting. We're going to use the wind melody. Now, in the regular game, it's the same tile every time, so you usually don't have to go and get the wind melody. But here, it's randomized between all of the tiles in this room, which I believe is 50. Some large number that you have to stand on the tile for like 5 seconds and it will take forever. So use the wind melody, and then the right tile will glow. Oh, it's a lot more than 50. Never mind. It's like 60. This gives us access to the last part of this dungeon. We can't complete it yet because we have obviously none of the Inca statues.
I have chosen to stand on one gold tile at a time rather than go through Mount Cress.
You know, that might be worth.
It definitely is.
Alright, now Bagu's going to use the Volo's melody to open up Idery Village, which we got a dark space here, which might have our Psychos spin. We don't know. And then we have a hint and an item waiting on the other side. Get an item right here by the logs as well, which is the second hope statue. All right, that's all of Moo unlocked. And it's Psycho Spin as well.
This is a really kind scene.
It's kind for... Yeah, well, except the fact that we still have to go through all of Mount Crest, and we need 2 more teapots for that. 2 more mushroom drops for that. Water Mia has one of our anchor statues, which is usually one of the earlier places to go to. However, we still don't have the Lola's letter. There's our second mushroom drop, so oh wow, all 3 mushroom drops are going to be available to us pretty early. We know the third one's in Moo, and we now have full access to Moo with the items we have. And that's might be where Bagu's going. I think he just made a mistake on flying back to Moon Tribe. Yeah, back to Seaside Palace. Use the key, open up Seaside Palace. And probably gonna catch in the purification zone while we're here. Sorry, just talking to things a little bit. Figure out the issue of the tracker. Right now, there's 2 purification stones on there and no elevator key. So we're going to place one of those stones with the elevator key. Second says Windmill, be ready. As Bagu enters Moo.
Yep, buckle up.
Yeah. I'm sure everybody who's played this game casually has nightmares about this place. However,
the spin dash does trivialize it a little bit.
Yeah, you didn't have spin dash in the vanilla game. And you got the Psycho Slider halfway through. This is the one part of the game where I think you wish you got some upgrades, because usually to get the upgrades you have to kill the bosses in a single room. The number of upgrades have been cut down a little bit in the randomizer, but You probably want some of them before you go into some of these harder dungeons like Moo and like the Pyramid. Sye now is going to get his Psycho Spin. And I assume the second statue of Hope and the mushroom drops that are going to be waiting for him in here. You didn't even talk to the old man with the
spoiler. What did the old man say? I don't remember.
The old man had the hint for. Maybe I can go talk to him now. No, wow. Sye's like he doesn't need no hints. And we find one of the It Is Empties in its vanilla dungeon. The good news is there's no need to defeat the vampires in this seed. And there's those mass mushroom drops. We knew about those, but now we have all three, so we can now complete Mount Crest. The issue is we don't have the magic dust yet. Ooh, when we find ourselves a freedom ability, will Bagu go for it? No. So we know that's either Earthquaker or Aura Barrier. Both
Not even
Aura Barrier is not needed. Earthquaker's needed logically for I think one check in Anchor Watt, and that's it. But you can bypass that with Darkfire. But I don't think Bagu meant to take that death. And he's gonna leave for now and head over to Angel Village. Angel Village will be full clear. There's not going to be anything required. Like, we know Kara's not here. And there's 34 red jewels. We're now on level 6 red jewels. And as a kid, this is the dungeon that tripped me out the most.
Was it the ninja bats that tripped you up? Because the ninja bats really tripped me up.
It wasn't the ninja bats. It was the fact that I had to find the hole in the wall, and I didn't find it as a kid. I wasn't smart enough to realize that the hair had to be blown a certain way. Like that exact area right there. Sye gets his last mushroom drops. We find another crystal ball. And I'm sure you all watching played this game as a kid had the quizzes. The quizzes are a little different in the random. So a few more options available to you. It's like here, oh, he clicked on the wrong area, but that was the right idea. That the one of the pots became a book or whatever. Here you see that the stone is gone, so we'll click on that. This one's always going to be the same. It's always going to be the item, and there's going to be different. Just a red jewel, so nothing that we needed to beat the game back here. Despite getting a hieroglyph tile and crystal ball, neither one of them are going to be needed. Haven't really keeping track of how many items Sye's been finding here and move. I think he might be done here. It's his turn to go to Angel Village. And from Angel Village, we can finally go to Watermia, which I'm pretty sure that's where Bagu's going now. So Watermia, like Frisia and South Cape, a lot of good items. And there's a prison key, which will get us a few more items in Edward's prison. Still need a lot of things to go right in order to progress further in there, because we still need the necklace for that. And there's Inca Statue B. Oh, that's what the old man hint was, where the Inca Statue A was. And or was it B? Well, one was in Watermia, and we got that. We're 2 red jewels away from getting access to the mansion, which will set us up to get our 6th Mystic Statue. But I think we need aura for that. Speaking speaking of required statues, we are now in the Great Wall of China, which we can fully clear with what we have, and it will have a required boss.
That's not how you fully clear the Great Wall of China.
No. However, this will be an intentional one after he gets the one item line on the ground there. Yeah, that fall is doable in real life. Try it. See what happens. There's our first Rama statue. Not needed, but good to know. Again, we're using completable logic here, so we can pretty much get everything item in the game. Agu might be close to getting an extra jewels mansion after those red jewels. I think he has it. Because one of the things that makes life easier for you is see, Sye is actually going to skip Watermia because he doesn't know that the Inca statue is in Watermia. He's going to head straight to Great Wall himself. So it's the only thing we need Freedan for is to hit that, which usually you'd have to go through a large convoluted path to get back to Will, but here you don't have to worry. So you can just use this dark space, which normally is where you get Cycle Spin. Great Wall's one of those buttons where you don't need that much to finish. You need Dark Friar, you need Cycle Spin, and that's about it. That's why once Buggy gets through his next part, we can go beat our first boss and get our first required Mystic statue.
As well as some free stat upgrades.
Yes, that'll be very nice to get. So when you beat the bosses in this game, the vanilla game works like this too. If you beat the bosses, you get all the stat upgrades from the last boss to the current boss, and that'll be true here as well. And Sandfire, it will take a while because it's going to take 40 hits with the flute here. You cannot fight this boss any way other than as well. And that's a cycle you want to get every time. You want to get the little cycle where he spawns little plant guys and the plant guys run around. That's the one you get the most hits on Sandfire. Otherwise, you can only get 1 or 2 hits per cycle. Getting those 2 hits is important, but here you see you got like 8 hits on Sandfire there. Oh, and another back-to-back good cycle. But he's not gonna mess around and make sure he eats the herb. Doesn't want to die here. You know, it doesn't take too long. I mean, when you die, you get to respawn back at the beginning of the fight, but you would have to start all over on killing Sandfang. Alright, we need 5 more hits. And that should be enough, and there you go. Dontbagume at 57 minutes gets their first Mystic Statue, number 4, which is required. Alright, let's see where Bagu's now. Going back to Watermia. So it's a dark space to go back to South Cape. And probably gonna take the prison key and go see what else is going on at Everett's prison. Or he might go straight to he's not gonna go to Gem yet. So you could go to Gem and probably complete the mansion. But I think we're gonna need what we need for Gomo, not that much. We need the last of the ink statues. We need the magic dust. And I think that's it.
That's
Aura. Do we need aura?
Find the aura. Gotta
Yeah.
find the crystal ring.
And that's right, the crystal ring.
Crystal ring will give them early fire.
They need the crystal ring to progress past anyway, or do they not need it?
No, they don't have to be correct.
You don't need the crystal ring to get Firebird if you want it.
Kara.
Yeah, Aura and Kara.
Right. Gaia.
Up there's your other Ringa statue. We now have both. So we can now get all the Mystic statues, but we still need the stuff for Shadow. Yes, this game is for the Super Nintendo system. And Sye gets Sandfinger down pretty quickly, I would say. If you guys have any more questions, we have a Discord channel if you guys want to join that. I just posted the link into the chat. If you're interested in running the game, you can get all your questions answered there. Sye, Bagu, Raven, they're always in there, always willing to help everybody out. Alright, Sye gets his prison key. He'll also get his Statue B in here eventually. Sye gets his statue B. Still a little bit behind Bagu. Has to get statue A. In Edward's prison. This kind of herbs instead of like the hieroglyphs. Alright, Sye is the first one to enter Jeweler's Mansion, while Bagu enters the Kaskov fight. So Jeweler's Mansion in the vanilla game will need all 50 red jewels to access, and it's just an optional side boss with one herb as an item. Well, we already know the item in here is going to be the necklace, which will allow Sye to get access to Lily, which can let us complete Edward's prison. So it's going to actually be better if there's something required behind Edward's prison some more. Well, Bagu taking care of Kaskov pretty easily here. It's another upgrade there. And we're going to enter the gold ship. We know there's not an item on the gold ship per se, but we will get our Mystic Statue 1, which is going to be Bagu's second required statue.
There's one item on it.
Yes, but we already know it's nothing. We got to hit for it. It's a defense jewel. What did I say? Killer has 6 red jewel? What does that even mean?
What did it say?
The killer has 6 red jewel?
Killer 6 has red jewel.
Okay.
The bundle of 6 laser eyes in the pyramid.
Got it. Well, hopefully we don't have to go to pyramid at all. Hopefully it's like a go mode or a scene that we don't have to bother dealing with the pyramid. Sye gets the necklace. And Bagu's now done. Will Bagu now head to Jeweler's Mansion himself? Because he can get his last Mystic Statue here. Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. Alright, here's a solid arm fight. We'll see which strategies runners go for here. This is pretty much the fastest safe strategy, which is usually what I do as well. The slash defend, slash defend, and eventually you'll get him down. There you go. Down goes solid arm.
Nice.
Very clean. Didn't take a single damage. Is this more Tombstone?
This is more Tombstone, yes.
Yeah, I figured, yeah. The entire dungeon's all Tombstone references, because this is Gem Jeweler's Mansion. And now this will transport you to the top part of Tower of Babel, which will allow Sye to get his 6 Mystic Statues. So these were... Bagu's going to be in, you know, goal completed, but still can't beat the boss. It's definitely a weird thing to, a weird scenario to have. Now, Sye does not have his second Inga statue yet. He has to go to Edward's prison for that. But he's... Alright, he's now discarding his hieroglyphs finally. And trying to figure out where to go, and it's going to probably be eventually to Hopefully Ivory Village first, because it does have the neck. Make sure you get Lily before you actually do that. Speaking of necklace, Bagu picks that up for himself. And yeah, first thing Sye's gonna do is go to Ivory. So Sye's gonna be the first one to pick up quote-unquote follower here and pick up Lily. And Lily unlocks one item in Seaside Palace and the second half of the dungeon of Edward's Prison, which is where Sye is going to go to now, where Sye will pick up the Inca statue for sure. Maybe we'll see the magic dust and or the aura. Oh, Bagu with... Oh no! The double KO. He has to go all the way back and fight him again. I've had it happen to me too, and it's a terrible feeling. Now, the worst case scenario for these runners, I think, would be magic dust somewhere in Pyramid. Like, really bad spot in Pyramid. Best case would probably be Mount Crest because... Well, actually, that would be pretty bad too, because you want to be able to get it before you go into Mount Crest. Alright, Sye gets his Inca statue. So Sye might end up taking the lead right back here, with Bagu struggling a little bit in the mansion. Bagu's been ahead most of this race so far. See a little bit of lag on Bagu's side because of all the sprites on the screen here. Here's where one of the reasons why Lily is required to continue on here is this part of the dungeon right here. Bagu takes another death here in the mansion. Sye gonna go over, turn into Freedan, and continue on where we find, I believe there's 2 more items left in this dungeon. And Bagu's just gonna leave for now. He'll probably just do the refights once he gets everything else he needs. Back to Anchorwat. We can beat it. It won't be in logic without the black glasses, at least the end of it. We can beat this dungeon. Oh, wow, there's the magic dust. It's behind Lily in the Edward's Prison. Just like I said.
I retract my previous statement. This is not a nice seed. This is
Well, it's nice for Sye's routing, that's for sure. Sye definitely lucked out. He is pretending he's in go mode, apparently. He just skipped that last item. Does he not still need aura, or do we not need aura to at least beat the boss?
You need the aura to face Dark Gaia. You don't need the aura for anything else.
Well, he's gonna need the aura, find the aura somewhere then. Oh, he still has to go back through Inca ruins still. Bagu finds the apple in Angkor Wat. The apple opens up one item in Euro. In the Dontbagume, as a girl tells you to go to market, she makes you go 3 times for a red jewel. In the randomizer, you just find the apple, give it to her, and she gives you an item. Sye sets the second missing statue. Sye will be the first of our runners with full now. And you see here, Bagu trying to do the earthquake skip here. And gets done. This is the only part in the game where your earthquaker is 100% required, is to get this guy out of the way so we can't block your way to this part. And Sye almost getting the one cycle on Cascos, missed it by 1 shot. It's very hard to do. I don't think I've ever done it myself. Bagu is leaving Angkor Wat now. Oh, he's going back for the item that I think he reset the room and then came back.
He entered the main outside area to set a death warp point.
Yeah. It's just a hieroglyph he's going to discard it at. Bagu found a light jewel in here somewhere. So he just upgraded his Psycho Dash. And everything behind this room is out of logic for Bagu. You usually need the black glasses to see through this, but these runners will know where everything is here. And it's the second Rama statue, which again, not needed. He's going to discard it. Sye is going to Mount Temple, so he'll be able to get Kara, but I still don't think he has the aura yet, and he needs that to beat the last boss of the game. But this is an Aura mode seed for Sye, so he does not have to do Pyramid, so that's a good sign really for him. There's a mine key for Sye. And the aura is in the back of Angkor Wat. Oh my.
Yeah, that's cruel. That's not nice.
So where are the black glasses? Because that's technically locked behind the black glasses. What this is bad for Bagu because now it unlocks all the pyramid for him, which we know is not going to have anything. Yeah, that Bagu's going heading straight for the pyramid now. From Bagu's side, he needs the magic dust. Little does he know, it's sitting in Edward's prison of all places. But he's going to go through the entire pyramid looking for it.
Yep. Makes sense. There's, what, 12 items in here.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, from his point of view, it looks like the right play.
Each one more useless than the last.
Oh, that's where the black glasses were. So Sye has them. He was already here. We missed them. So black glasses. So you need to go to pyramids, get the black glasses from. Oh man, at Vanilla Aura to go to the back of. Oh boy, this. Oh, Crystal Ring. You feel bad for Bagu because if he just go right, he has early fire when he needs it. Oh god, Crystal Ring, the first item in the pyramid. But Bagu is happy to find Crystal Ring only because he is probably going to end up doing the refights to get to Statue 6. Rather than try Dru's Mansion again. And yeah, there are 2 items in the game which are empty, quote-unquote empty. Meanwhile, Sye is about to get Kara. And of course the other mine key. Both mine keys in Mount Crest, by the way.
There goes Mount
And,
Crest.
and Sye is going straight to Angkor Wat. Maybe he got a hint that Aura was there? That's a possibility, I guess. I missed it if he did. But he is going straight to Angkor Wat, which is the right play. Like, if he had a hint that Aura was an Angkor Wat, then everything he did up to this point makes sense. Something we'll ask him in the post-game interview. You know, we still haven't seen Lola's letter. We still don't know Morse code. which is usually the easiest way to travel in this game, at least from my experiences. So far, nothing but red jewels here for Bagu and Pyramid, which we know is going to be pretty useless. Sye trying to do the Earthquaker skip, gets the. You just go straight back to the item and then continue on in here. Hieroglyph tile for Bagu here. This part of the entire pyramid sucks. Let's just be real here. But this part especially is really bad. And he found a roast, which is pretty useless, considering what we already have. The roast in this game allows you to travel from Nato's village to Dao. The hieroglyphs in Vanilla, what they do is you get the 6 hieroglyphs, you put them in the right order, and you get to unlock the Mummy Queen boss. And that's the same thing in this game. If you have to beat the Mummy Queen, you have to get the 6 hieroglyphs, put them in the right order. And the order can be randomized. If you have to get Father's Journal to get the correct order. Also, Bagu found another of the transportation items in the will. Of course, we're not going to need those anymore. We're good on transportation. See, Sye can travel through this room without worry, not seeing, because we do have the black glasses. And Sye a little upset here. Still haven't found the aura yet. He's going to be, I guess, happy once he finds it in the end, but he wanted to try to find it a little sooner, I think. He's setting up a Death Warp here. Hope he doesn't take too much damage here, because he's there's no enemies here. We should be fine. So Sye at 1 hour, 26 minutes, and 47 seconds to discard an item to get the aura. And yeah, he's just running around in circles now. He is now in go mode. He can now get ready for what we've all been waiting for here. And I'll let you take over a little bit of describing this. This is going to be completely new to me. I have not seen this yet. Apocalypse Gaia.
Yeah, this is apparently an early form of the Dark Gaia fight that was coded in a proof of concept state and then left in the ROM when they had to scale it back to the present form of the Dark Gaia fight. So what I've had to do is code existed in a basically functional state, but it was written so early in the game's development that it wasn't really optimized, and it tries to use some features of the engine that didn't make it into the final release. So, you know, that's not hard to fix. That's a matter of optimizing the code so that it isn't running 30 FPS the whole time, and taking out the bits of the code that require unsupported engine features. It's like the Dark Gaia fight. It's like the Dark Gaia fight, but it's more, you know, you'll see. We'll see together.
The reason he doesn't have all the missing statues is because the setup for this was you only needed 3, but we didn't know which 3 we needed going in. You talk to the teacher at the beginning of the game, and they tell you which 3 you need. So, oh, this looks normal. We get Firebird for this even without the crystal ring. We know Sye does not have the crystal ring. Bagu does. Bagu's not going to be that far behind because he's going to get well, he has to go through all of Mount Crest to get Kara. So yes, Bagu is that far behind.
Bagu has a little bit of time, though, because what I've found from watching people try this fight is that speedrunners like Sye have a harder time with Apocalypse Gaia than more casual players like Bagu and I do. The Apocalypse Gaia fight really punishes the speedrunning instincts that tell you to try to get through it as fast as you can.
That's interesting. I do it relatively fast. I'm not a speedrunner in the games, so I don't know the optimal strats. But let's see what we have here. And that looks normal too. I don't see any difference here.
There's no difference so far. You get a nice relaxing jaunt on the tedious Comet Dark Gaia fights before things pick up.
Well, if you look on your right, Bagu's going to use Shadow for the rest of Edward's prison. Usually you don't get this. Hey, here we do. Yeah, this fight looks just like the fights that I've been doing for 25 years. Right, down goes Dark Gaia.
Okay, see how many times Sye dies this run.
Alright, so here's the new stuff. Oh my god, what is this? So there's 2 heads, you have to hit both of them down, so it's like, oh my. Alright, left one's down.
This first phase runs a lot like the regular Dark Gaia fight, just with tighter timing.
I see. Now goes that. Now we have something else here. Oh god, it's the comet and the head. Oh my god, what is
It's the whole arsenal.
Dude, the world's exploding. Man, you really have to be patient for this, huh?
It helps a lot if you're patient, because if you try to rush through it, you will get hit. You will get hit several times.
Apparently this version was... A version of this was in the original version. It's just that it was like hard-coded, but the developers here have found the code and was able to extract it and turn it into this.
That's correct. All of the code from this was...
Meanwhile, Sye gets done. And I believe... Is that it?
That is not it.
Oh, no, that's not it.
That is not...
Oh, gosh.
Because the original version of this fight did have 3 phases. And this one is a bit different.
Oh yeah, you have a lot more space on the y-axis, I see. I mean, to be fair, Dark Gaia was easier to beat than Mummy Queen. This is similar to Mummy Queen levels of difficulty, it looks like.
Similar to Mummy Queen level of difficulty and Mummy Queen level of activity. And how much you have to pay attention.
Yeah, most people who play this can't casually know about how tough the vampires were, but there was a way around it. You could fight the vampires as free hand. A lot of people didn't know that. Mummy Queen was tough no matter who you fought it at, and this looks pretty tough as well.
Sye doing quite well so far, though. We might make it through this one without a death.
Yeah, well, Bagu does get everything he needs to beat the game. He just got Kara. So it looks like you have to take the ghost heads out first, and then the real head will trigger. Oh, he's down to 2 health. He has plenty of herbs here. And we're on normal mode, so herbs will restore the normal amount of health. And Bagu is back in Jeweler's Mansion, so I'm going to go try the mansion again in lieu of trying to do the refight. One more hit, and down he goes. Is that it?
That is it.
Alright. And Sye has finished with an official time on his screen of 1 hour, 36 minutes, and 32 seconds. Get your GGs in chat for Sye990, the winner of this showcase. And I urge you all to pay attention to the credits a little bit while they're here on the comment. And also pay attention to Bagu, as he is now back at Solid Arm. Now with a lot more health and a lot more defense. Bagu will be going through that same stuff that we just saw Sye go through once he's done with Solid Arm, which Solid Arm is now down for Bagu. Well, we'll see if we can get Sye in here. As Bagu now gets statue number 6. Joining us now is the winner of our feature race, Sye990. GG. I gotta say, Bagu was ahead of you most of this race. The difference was you were able to get the necklace before he did, and were able to single dip the Edwards prison. Meanwhile, Bagu had to come back afterwards. You need to up your volume a little bit on Discord. Alright, yeah, it's still a little low.
That should be better.
Oh wow, yeah, that's a lot better. Okay.
Stupid Discord.
Yes, Discord is always like that. We missed the entire bacon line. That's the best part of the randomizer, that line. Will feeding Kara bacon? Come on, you can't beat that.
Yeah, that's how you know they love each other, you know?
Oh,
Feeding
yeah,
each other bacon.
Feed each other bacon, yeah. Here, have your pet, you know. So, walk us through that seed. I don't think it was that terrible, other than the fact that some of the locations were a little rude.
Not having the will made travel on the last continent a little bit of a pain, but
yeah, that's true.
I mean, found the teapot early. That was my exit off of South Cape. Knew that Memory Melody was going to be my next one with as many red jewels as it was giving me. Then it was just hoping that I find ore early, which I didn't. Finding ore at the end of Anqua Water.
Yeah, that was something. Bagu had that first. It's just that you had so you skipped the barrel chest in Edwards prison.
Yeah, in hindsight, that was a bad idea, but it paid off.
Yeah.
I think my Link to the Past randos are catching up with me now, orphaning things.
Yeah. Yo, that's something. That's like skipping. How would I describe that in Link to the Past terms? That's like skipping the waterfall chest in. When you're one away from going to the waterfall chest in Swamp Palace. That's what you just did. Anyway, Bagu's done with Dark Gaia. Now moving on to Apocalypse Gaia. So you got on the first try, which is very impressive.
Yeah, it's very well balanced as far as what difficulty you're fighting it on. And I know that I had a decent defense stat that I was okay with just having the two actual bosses. finding out that there was a defense jewel early on the gold ship, I was okay with just fighting Castoff and Sandfinger and calling it good. We didn't get to show off early firewood though. I am disappointed in that.
Yeah, I mean, Bagu had a chance to, but I think Bagu wound up last locationing the magic dust. So he had last location magic dust, you had last location, or well, not last location, but let go mode type. So he didn't really have a chance to show off the Firebird.
Oh, we were still missing the crystal ring.
Bagu found that.
Oh, where was
It was
it?
in the pyramid.
It was in the pyramid. It was the first chest. It was the far right drop down, the hidden. So you went in there, got the black glasses, and bailed. Which Bagu actually found the aura without black glasses, so he didn't know where the black glasses were. He immediately went to the pyramid and saw them.
Yeah, I don't know if Bagu got to show it up. I tried checking a few rooms. Using the black glasses will actually tell you what upgrade is in a room if there is an upgrade. So if there's a health upgrade, an attack upgrade, defense. I tried occasionally checking a few rooms, but every room I checked just did not have a force gem.
Yeah, at that point, you're looking more mainly for defense at that point, because you didn't really need the offense or the HP too bad. Well, you didn't need the offense. HP and defense went.
Yeah, considering I don't go through killing a lot of things.
Yeah.
But this scene actually, I mean, it wasn't terrible as far as how it was leading us. I did contemplate going back to the diamond mine after finding that last key. But at the same time, I was like, nah, game's trolling me.
And you wound up going right to the right area, which was Anchor Watt.
Yeah.
But we had a really good showcase, and Fiesel has informed me that he wishes to have more of these in the future. I don't know if we can do weeklies, but we can probably do monthlies for sure. And if we get enough people interested from the community, definitely try to do leagues or even a mini tour. I'll talk more about that with Bagu, but I'm sure that most of us in the Discord would love something a little like that. But you know, we're not too competitive in our thing. We're just playing this game casually, even though you're good at it.
I have just been informed that the will was behind Killer 6.
Well, we got a hint that Red Jewel was behind Killer 6. Oh yeah, Bagu got the will. Bagu found a lot of items in Pyramid.
Smashing.
Yeah, Bagu full clear Pyramid before going back to Edward's prison.
Ooh, there's the time crunch.
Yep.
Yeah, well that's because he found Aura before he found Magic Dust, that's the reason.
Yeah, I guess the way I routed it just paid off in the end. Yeah, I kind of I doubled it or
Anchor Watt
tripled it. Eastside Palace. I just grabbed that first chest in Anchor Watt the initial time and then ran back out.
Bagu has Dark Knight as Boggle's Gaia down. He finished with a time of 1 hour, 45 minutes, and 42 seconds.
GG back here.
Get your GG's in there. Alright, we'll see if we get Bagu in here. Alright. The lead developer of this game, in case you guys missed the opening.
The man, the myth, the legend. The creator of our suffering.
He names himself after the most abstract Zelda game there is.
At least he didn't name himself I Am Error.
I think we already have someone named Error in the community, Error 72. He wasn't here for a second and he just bailed.
Ah.
Alright, we'll see if we can come back. But yeah, if you enjoyed what you saw, I'm going to link the Discord in there again. If you guys want to join. If you get more information on how this works. Hey, look, there's Raven Zero's name, one of our developers. My name's in there under the playtesters, as is Sye's.
Yeah, I like how we're called play testers instead of game breakers. You know, it makes it sound a little better.
Hey, I broke one thing ever. That was it.
What did you break?
I broke. There was an issue in Angel Village dungeon where I entered and the screen went black. Turns out that was
I remember that.
I had a header ROM, so he fixed that.
Let's see. I meant the trapped laborer diamond mine, the one you normally use Psycho Dash to free. I found out if you slid into it, you could go behind him and get locked inside the wall.
Meanwhile, join us now.
Crash the music.
Hello?
Join us now is Mr. Bagu. Dontbagume. How are you doing, sir?
Good. I'm a little salty after that mansion, but otherwise I'm pretty good.
Yeah, the mansion that's hurt, and then having to double dip. Not even just full kind of pyramid. I mean, the reason why you were ahead of Sye most of this race.
Useless. There was nothing in the pyramid. That was a complete waste of time.
The reason why Sye was able to pull ahead of you, you were ahead most of the race. He found the necklace before going into Edward's prison.
Oh, sure. Okay.
So he was able to get the magic dust in the first run through, along with the what was the other item in there? Yeah, the magic dust was the first. Yeah, pretty bad location for that, considering where everything else was.
That was fun, though. That was a lot of fun. I hope everybody enjoyed themselves.
Yeah, I think everybody in the chat had a really good time. They were blown away by Apocalypse Gaia.
Oh man, Raven is a genius. Is he still on Vox?
I'm still here. Yeah.
Hey, you're a genius, dude. I love your fight. It's so much fun.
Both of you did it very smoothly this time.
Thanks.
No
I was bobbing and weaving in that fifth phase because I didn't want to die.
Yeah, you guys put on a great show for everybody here, and Feasel has informed me that he wants to do more of these in the future. Now we've invested the time and the work to putting the tracker together, which had a couple issues here and there, but me and Feasel really worked together. I mean, he did all the hard work. I did the easy work of putting it together. But we got the tracker out there. Shout out to Feasel for doing all that. For the let's just speaking of tracker. Maybe we'll do these once a month. I mean, that sounds like something we could probably knock out.
Sure, sounds fun to me.
Yeah.
Shout out to NY Rambler for the sultry commentary, I'm sure. Also Raven Zero for the expert commentary, I'm sure. I'm definitely going to go back and listen to the VOD because I want to hear what you guys have to say.
Oh, no. You'll hear all the cruel things I said about you.
Raven was dunking on you guys the entire time.
It's nothing new.
Yeah,
well, maybe next time we can get Raven in on the race.
Yeah. We originally wanted Raven to be in the race against Sye with me and Bagu on comms, but Raven was like, huh, what, huh? So, do you even stream?
I have never streamed anything before.
Well, there you go. That was the main hurdle why we couldn't have why Raven decided to do the color comms instead of racing and let Bagu do the race. But if you guys are interested, I mean, I posted the Discord link in the chat. We're always looking for fresh meat. I mean, fresh blood. I mean, new players.
New blood. I mean, new players.
A new round of clowns.
Anyway, thanks again to Speed Gaming for allowing us this opportunity to showcase this race, this game that a lot of people came in. It's like, wow, there's a randomizer for everything now. Wow, I didn't know they made a Lucha Gaia randomizer, and people were just blown away by all things were done to the game, how all the items have different uses. It's something that's they've been working on for almost a little more than a year, about a little less than a year.
This month, sometime in this month, actually marks almost exactly the 1-year anniversary of me having the idea to do this. I haven't checked. I had a blog that I was doing before the Discord was up and running. And I think somewhere around this date in 2019, I put out my first entry being like, hey, I kind of want to do this. I have no idea what I'm doing. I've never done any kind of ROM hacking before. I have no idea. And I just kind of learned as I went. I discovered Raven Zero through Mana Freak, who's someone who put together actually a ROM hacking tool for IOG called Gaia the Creator. My first shout out is to him in the credits, and that was just, this project would not have happened without him, literally. But it's just been so much fun. Follow your dreams. If there's something you want to do and you don't know how to do it, you can learn to do it. This has been so much fun. I'm so glad I did it.
Yeah, and we're all so thankful that you were able to do this. This and there's one other game that I was really hard to cut. I'm sure if Solar Cell's in chat anymore, he knows what game I'm talking about. That should be a rando, but is really impossible to put together. Evermore. But yeah, I just love playing randomizers of games that I play. And when I found out about this, I had to become a part of it. And I played a lot. I found some things. I was a playtester for other things. My name's in the credits now, so I love playing randomizers. I'm an old man, and this is a game from my childhood. I played this game a ton when I was a kid, and being able to have a different experience every time is such a great feeling.
That's the rule. If you find a bug, you get put in the credits. So
yes.
Have at it, folks.
Yes. I found one bug. I got put in the credits.
But yes. Thank you, Speed Gaming, for definitely putting this on for us. And Baggy, thank you for the race.
You too, sir. Good game.
And Rambler and Raven for I'm sure, the excellent commentary.
Raven was always there for me to fill me in on something. If I missed one little thing, he would be like, no, it's this and this and this and this. But yeah, it was fun watching you guys run around. And I was also doing most of the tracking myself, while also talking to Feasel about fixing the tracker while the race was going on. So I was doing a lot of things at once here.
Rambler was busy. I was just sitting here making snide comments from time to time.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, I'm used to doing this. I've been talking on Speed Game for 3 years now almost. So you guys are sick of me by now, I'm sure. Anyway, GG's to everyone involved, and thanks again to everyone behind the scenes. My name is Omar Rambler on behalf of everyone here. Hope you enjoyed this, and make sure you check out our Discord and check the schedule for if and when we start doing monthly races here. Maybe you'll see me run around here, although I'll take a lot longer than these guys because I kill all the enemies in these rooms. But GG's again, and thanks everyone, and we're signing off. Stay tuned. We'll have something back here at 8 o'clock on this channel. Stay tuned for that. Peace out, everybody.